There's a lot of highs and lows in boxing. It's a nice moment when they get in and they do what you know they can do.
Since I've been with Peter, I just feel like all aspects of my boxing games just improved, from my confidence, my strength and my boxing ability. I feel like he's just took me to the next level.
Touch your own thing, forget what his shots are doing, you've got your own pace, but you've got to throw quick light shots.
My dad is a very exceptional fella. You've got to listen to every word he says.
Nice and loose, steady, block, make him throw.
He studies everything. He's a very clever man, my dad is, and everything he says always comes true.
Get on the front foot, just bob and weave. You just refuse to say no, don't you? You just carry on and carry on. There's no such a thing as negativity. You let negativity fester, you're a beaten man. This is world-level boxing.
I've been training with Peter now for about 4 or 5 years, I think. It just feels like home.
Nice and low, Savannah, sway side to side. Where you go?
I never had any ambition to turn pro. I never watched professional boxing, was never interested. I had a plan to retire when I was 30, then COVID hit. So someone upstairs wants me to carry on, I think.
The main thing is for Savannah is that when she boxes, and you know, it's such a nice thing to see her, you know, achieve her goals. For a trainer, I think that's the best thing you can teach them and, you know, help them to succeed. It's a very rewarding thing. The shots will find themselves anyway. Don't try and look to land shots, just touch it up all the time. I've not seen anybody in the women's division, whatever the weights may be, to touch Savannah on power.
Are you the hardest hitting female in the world?
Ask Hughie.
I've seen her wobble men a lot. She is a tough woman.
She's got some serious power. But the thing is, we don't rely on it. You know, we use that as a get out of jail card. Big punch will only take you so far in boxing. We've seen it over the years. Luckily with Savannah, we've got a very nice flowing elite boxer. We've got a boxer puncher, so you couldn't ask for any more really.
She's come a long way, Savannah Marshall. She's definitely a superstar in the making. She already is in my eyes. Hopefully get this big fight with Marisha Shield, and I believe she'll come on top.
That fight is the closest to what it's ever been. We're both with the same promotional company, so it's in touching distance. She would no longer be able to call herself the GOAT.
Savannah with Clarissa Shields is a major fight, and I think it's the biggest fight in women's boxing right now. I always believe in my fighters, and I'm looking forward to getting it made.
I think that Clarissa's quite comical. There's nothing that she says or can do that can affect me personally. In 2016, Team GB went to Colorado for a training camp, so we were there for 2 weeks. Me and Clarissa were the only middleweights there. For the first 10 days she didn't spar because she had a bad back, and then she hurt her hand. So on the last day we sparred, we'd done 4 rounds and she threw about 6 shots. So if she feels like she beat me up with 6 shots, you know, maybe she is the GOAT. I feel like it'd take a lot to beat me.
Very close, me and Savannah, good teammates, push on each other, obviously want the best for each other.
So it's good that we're both in the same position where we're fighting in the same time frame, so we can push each other on. I've only ever boxed in Newcastle once, and that was 2019, I think. And then I was due to fight just before the pandemic in Newcastle. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back. And my teammate Hughie's headlining, so it doesn't get much better than that.
Eat, sleep, train, repeat. That's the life you've got to live. I live only just there, so walk out, see the gym, get punched in the face all day. That's the life. I believe this is the biggest platform in boxing, and now with the right team behind me, I'll go all the way.
It's not about boxing now, it's about making them do the work. With Hughie versus Christian Hammer, I want to see more clinical displays, I want to see patience and quality over quantity.
It's a really good fight for Hughie. For Hughie to get a good win over him will be a massive statement for him. It's time for him to show people what he's about.
What I believe and what I do is in this ring 24/7. I know what I had to do. I had to live and breathe this sport. I've built a gym on my back garden, and this is what I know, what I've got to do. I believe deep down that I'm meant to be world champion.
He ticks all the boxes. He's hungry. He does carry a shot very well, and you know, he's as game as they come, and he's learning. You know, he's been a young man, and it's been a bit of an uneven playing field because we've got somebody who's well advanced for his years, but still a very, very young heavyweight. his time's coming. Slowly but surely, he's coming the right way as well.
Why would I bother getting in the ring every single day, going through that torture if I didn't think I was going to become anything? Before, I'll put it is, it was a man against a boy. No one with the age I am has had my experience. I've never ever avoided a fighter in my life. It's just a matter of getting the right fights and getting to the top.
He's ready for most of the heavyweights out there.
I'm excited, and it's going to be fireworks, and people are going to see another level and improvement.
All I think about is boxing. I'd like to just be able to leave the sport and know that I've completed everything I set out to complete. I feel like this is a really tough test for me. She's unbeaten, she doesn't know what it's like to lose. She beats me, she goes on to bigger and better things, so she's not just going to roll over.
I'd like to see Savannah get some good rounds in. She's a formidable fighter, and on the night, I'm sure she'll come through. There's going to be a good crowd out there, always good up in Newcastle, so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fantastic to leave the gym, throw your hooks, uppercuts, nice and quick. Let's face it, all year, you're like in prison camp, because I see this every day, so it's nice to get going again.